How to use SmartGates when arriving in Australia. Step-by-step guide. Welcome back to Australia Tales. If you're new here, this channel is all about making your Aussie journey easier, more fun, and sometimes even a little less confusing. Now let me ask you this, have you ever landed in a new country, walked through immigration, and felt like you were part of some mystery puzzle where everyone else seems to know the rules? Except you? Yep, that can be Australia if you're not prepared. But don't worry, today's video is going to clear up one of the biggest parts of arriving in Australia: the Arrivals SmartGate system. This is Australia's automated passport control system that uses your face and your passport to confirm your identity. Sounds a bit like a spy movie, right? Except instead of James Bond, it's just you, tired from a long flight, carrying way too much duty-free chocolate, and hoping your hair doesn't look like a bird's nest in front of a camera that's about to scan your face. Stick with me till the end of this video because I'm going to break down exactly how these SmartGates work, step by step, so you'll know what to expect. Whether you're flying in for the first time, returning home, or just curious about how it all works, this will save you time, stress, and possibly an embarrassing moment or two at the airport. And hey, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and drop a comment below if you've used a SmartGate before. I'd love to hear if it worked perfectly for you. What exactly are SmartGates? Arrivals SmartGates are Australia's automated passport control system, designed to make the immigration process smoother and faster. Instead of lining up at a booth and chatting with a border force officer straight away, you go through a self-service process that has two main steps. 1. The kiosk, where your passport and details get checked. 2. The SmartGate, where your face gets scanned and matched to your passport photo. Basically, it's a mix of technology and security, Australia's way of handling the massive number of passengers coming through airports each year. And trust me, those queues can get long, so anything that speeds things up is a blessing. But remember, the Australian Border Force is still very much in charge. The SmartGates don't mean no security. They mean better security with less hassle for most travelers. Who can use a SmartGate? Now, not everyone gets to use a SmartGate. The golden ticket here is having an e-passport. That's a passport with a little symbol on the cover that looks like a tiny camera or chip. If your passport has that, you're in. A few quick rules. You need to be over 7 years old. Sorry toddlers, no high-tech scanning for you. If you're under 16, you'll need to be accompanied by a parent or guardian. If you don't have an e-passport, you'll be directed to a border force officer instead. So, before you get excited about breezing through the SmartGate, just check that symbol on your passport. Otherwise, you're heading for the good old manual queue. Step 1. The arrival kiosk. Alright, let's walk through this properly. Step 1. The kiosk. Here's what you do. Approach an available kiosk. Insert your passport face down with the photo page into the reader. Push it all the way in and leave it there while you answer the questions on the screen. The system will ask you a few questions, much like the old incoming passenger card. Things like, are you carrying food? Plants? Over 10,000 Australian dollars cash. You know, the usual. Now here's the important part. Take off anything that hides your face or neck. That means masks, hats, sunglasses, or chunky scarves. The machine needs a clear view of you. If you keep your sunglasses on, don't be surprised if the kiosk just stares back at you like, "Mate, I can't work with this." If the kiosk accepts everything, it will print you a ticket. Don't lose this ticket. Keep it with your passport and your incoming passenger card. You'll need them later. And yes, for anyone wondering, the kiosks are wheelchair accessible too, so they've tried to make this process as smooth as possible for everyone. Step 2. The SmartGate. Ticket in hand, you're now ready for Step 2, the SmartGate itself. Here's how it goes. Look for a gate with a green arrow, that means it's ready for you. Step in with your luggage, but keep your baggage close, especially large items like backpacks or roller bags. Face the camera and follow the instructions on the screen. Again, masks off, sunglasses off, hats off. Basically, strip your face down to its natural state. Now this is the part where some people get nervous. Don't worry, it's just a camera scanning your face and matching it to your passport photo. It's not judging you for how jet-lagged you look. Only one person at a time can use the gate, so don't try to walk in with your partner or your kids at the same time. The machine will not be impressed. If everything goes smoothly, the gate will open and you can move on to baggage claim. If it doesn't work, maybe your face is partly hidden, or the system can't match you, you'll be directed to an Australian Border Force officer. No drama, just a little detour. The final step, handing over documents. So you've survived the SmartGate, grabbed your bags, and you're almost out. But before you leave the secure area, you'll need to hand over your SmartGate ticket and your incoming passenger card to a border official. That's it. You've officially entered Australia. Why SmartGates matter? You might be thinking, why go through all this automation? The answer is simple: efficiency and security. Australia gets millions of international arrivals every year. The SmartGates help move people through faster while still keeping the process safe and controlled. They also free up border force officers to deal with more complex cases, like travelers who actually need human questioning or extra checks. And let's be honest, if you've just been on a 14-hour flight, the last thing you want is to stand in a queue for another hour. SmartGates give most people a smoother, faster way in. Common problems at SmartGates: of course, no system is perfect. Here are some common hiccups. Glasses or hats. The machine can't see your face clearly. Kids under 16. They can't go through alone. Old or damaged passports. The chip may not scan properly. Looking too different from your photo. Yep, if your passport photo is from 10 years ago and you've since grown a beard, dyed your hair, and gotten a nose piercing, the machine might say, "Nope, not today." But don't stress, if it doesn't work, you're just redirected to a border force officer, and they'll process you the traditional way. A bit of humor. The reality of SmartGates now. Let's be real here. The SmartGate experience is not always as glamorous as it sounds. You're standing there, dead tired, with a queue of equally tired people behind you, and the camera flashes up your jet-lagged face for inspection. It's like the worst selfie you've ever taken, and you don't even get to delete it. And heaven forbid the gate malfunctions. You get that moment of panic like, oh no, am I about to be deported because I blinked? But don't worry. The truth is, most of the time it works fine, and within minutes you're through. Compared to standing in line forever, I'll take the SmartGate selfie any day. Final thoughts. So that's the full SmartGate process at Australian airports. It's a two-step system. Kiosk first, then the gate. It's faster, it's efficient, and it helps keep Australia's borders safe while letting travelers move through more smoothly. If you're traveling soon, remember, have your passport ready, remove masks or sunglasses, and keep your baggage close. If it works first go, fantastic. If not, no big deal, you'll just speak to a border officer instead. And that's it, you're in Australia. Now the real adventure begins. Before we wrap up, let me know in the comments if you've ever had a funny or weird experience with SmartGates. Did the machine not recognize you? Did you forget to take off your hat? Share your story, I'd love to hear them. And of course, if this video was helpful, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss more tips about traveling in Australia.